Welcome back. How would you like to major in chocolate?
Me. I would like very much so.
Very much so. We are so happy to welcome our friend Melissa Gellner, Askinosie Chocolate's University Executive Director. That's a mouthful, by the way.
It is.
Sorry about that. Still food caught in my throat.
He's got chocolate in his
I got chocolate. We were just having some.
That's right.
Yes, so you're the Askinosie Chocolate University Executive Director. 5 times fast, to discuss the fall recruitment. We're so happy you're here. Thank you for coming in.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks so much for having us.
Okay, so could you tell us
it.
about this Chocolate University?
Yes. Chocolate University is a experiential program that we run for high school juniors and seniors. Sean invites the group to go to Tanzania with him to purchase cocoa beans and meet with the farmers that we work with there. It's a really unique and exciting experience for high schoolers to have that type of global perspective and learn a lot about business, entrepreneurship, and also just a little bit more about themselves through that process.
Yeah.
I think we're looking at a picture. Look at this.
Yes.
So was this last year's trip?
This was our 2023 trip. So we run this trip every other year, this program every other year. And in that experience, these are some of the students that we had with us. There's 14 students selected from applications submitted. Really anyone in Southwest Missouri that is a junior, senior, they have to be 16 years of age when we travel, is able to apply. And as they are able to join us on this trip, they learn a whole bunch about the chocolate process, chocolate making, and the ability to source high quality cocoa beans. Also a lot about how the farmers live and how their work comes to life. We're able to kind of showcase the hospitable relationship that we have with them. Doing direct trade, where you actually go meet with the cocoa farmers directly instead of buying through commodity markets, is a really different way to buy cocoa and to buy chocolate. So as we're able to showcase and model that process for them, students learn a lot about business overall, about entrepreneurship, about businesses also investing back in these communities. So one of the things in our profit share model that we use at Askinosie, we're able to help farmers realize dreams for their communities. So they've, in Tanzania, for example, the farmers have opened a preschool there. They have also done and funded a large, about 1,200 students every week meet in an after-school program to help empower girls and boys working together, and a lot of gender equality and the type of school supplies and things that they need for their own health and be able to stay focused on school. So a lot of community benefit is showcased in this trip too. So it's a really neat combination of opportunities for the students.
Yeah. And I know you said they have to be 16 years or older.
Yes.
Do they have to be any a specific school district or a program within the school to?
No, really anyone that can make it to our Drury University is our partner on this program. They do a great job of helping us host these meetings, and we do a monthly preparation meeting January through June every year, prior to travel, and then we will spend some time on campus at Drury, kind of helping the team meld together before we take this big trip, and then we'll be on about a 10-day trip to Tanzania. So in that process, students meet on Drury's campus. We meet after school about 4:30 or so. So as long as they can get there to that meeting location for the regular meetings, they are able to apply. So we've had students from 45 minutes, hour away apply, and we've also had students here from Springfield apply. So anyone, and it's really nice to have a mix of different perspectives and different school districts represented. So we really encourage anyone interested in applying. There's lots of information online about who should apply and if the program's right for you, that I encourage students or even parents or anyone who knows a high school student you think this might be a good opportunity, just refer them and have them look into it a little bit more.
Speaking of perspective, what are some of the perspectives of these students once they come back? Have their eyes been opened? Is there a moment that kind of like, I have that aha moment from seeing another culture firsthand?
Yes. One of my favorite things we've done recently is the last day of the trip, we've invited students to record just about 30 seconds, a minute of just like what touched them the most. And when I went back and looked at those videos, those actually are online, you can watch those too. But when I went back and looked at those videos, the difference is in the things that they shared was kind of wide, but across the board, the relationship that Askinosie Chocolate and these farmers have together and how far away we are from each other, but how much we have in common is really the two things I think that came together the most. They felt so welcomed and kind of part of the community just within a few days of visiting there. And I make it, if I try to make a comparison, it's really like visiting one of your friends' families. It's like you're not going as a tourist, you're going as someone that already feels in the mix, right? So you go to homes and have chai tea with them, and you go to their farms and work side by side harvesting beans. Those types of things are not things that you can do as a tourist, right? So you're kind of deep into this tiny little community, and it makes it just a really unique experience for sure. So those are the types of things students share. There's also a lot of learning about themselves. I always tell them to open their minds to learn about business and about entrepreneurship, about chocolate, of course, but also open their hearts, because when they go through this experience, just that type of, a 50-hour plane ride and like these big experiences travel-wise, those are kind of resilience building opportunities for high schoolers, and being able to share that with them is really cool. So I see a lot of heart opening on this trip too.
For
so
sure.
both of those things happen a lot.
What I hear is transformation, mentally, physically, emotionally, learning about yourself, learning about different cultures.
Yes,
that will carry them far just in life.
So much so, yes.
It's life-changing, especially at that age.
It is, it is.
So, and if somebody wants more information about the program, getting involved,
application's open today, so we have a lot of information online. The application form is online, as well as videos from prior students, who should apply, frequently asked questions. All of that is at chocolateuniversity.org, and you can visit there. We also have lots of information on our social media channels.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming.
So much.
Thanks for
what
having
a great
us.
eye-opening experience for young people. That's amazing.
Can we act like we're 16 again?
Yeah,
I know, you can try it, right?